Hi everyone, thanks for joining me. Today I've decided to come out for a fairly short trip out this afternoon, but I've come to another port. Not my hometown port, Marina, in El Campello, but the port in Villajoyosa. And I've come here because I've got an image in mind that I think will work well with the conditions we've got today. We shall see. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, and you're not already a subscriber, please consider hitting subscribe. And if you are a subscriber, thank you very much, I appreciate that. Let's get on and see what we can do. Now, I must admit, I thought I was going to have to change my plans at the last minute because I drove here and I couldn't find anywhere to park. I mean, I drove around for a while. Eventually managed to find a space in a little car park, a little bit of a walk away from the port. So I'm walking back down now. I'm down by the side of the port. The port here is kind of a little bit more of a working port perhaps than a lot of the port at El Campello, the marina at Campello. At least one side of it is, but it's got some quite interesting features. And that's what I'm here to have a look at, or at least one of them. Just walking around here, there's loads and loads of cormorants. Sorry. Bit like loads of cormorants around there, but I can't get a view of them. I'm going to go around the other side and just see if I can get a look. Loads of them. No, I can't get a view of them. It's all, they're in an area which is kind of out of the way of people. Tell you what though, there's some nice boats around here. Beautiful. I managed to get a bit of a view of the cormorants. They're out there. There must be, I don't know, 20 or so of them. I'm going to stick on the 70 to 200 lens and just see if I can get some shots of there. It's not what I came to shoot, but I can't resist it. Guy on a boat went past close to them and spooked most of them. So a load of them are now out to sea. They're too far out for me to get a shot of. I might have got a couple of images of a few of them there. If I have, I'll show you. I have no idea if I managed to get any shots of the cormorants. That's not what I came to photograph. What I came to photograph was that there, Breakwater Head, one of the marker points to the marina, and I just thought it might look nice in today's conditions. Now the complication is that there's people fishing on it, and there's people fishing from the vantage point that I was planning to shoot it. So I'm going to have to see if I can find an alternative. The people on it are a problem because I was planning on doing some long exposures, kind of minimalist. The person fishing on the vantage point, we're going to be in each other's way. So I'm going to have a look and see if there's an alternative location to shoot it from. It's a shame. Okay, I quickly tried to get a shot, long exposure of Breakwater Head with the breakwater going out and then the lighthouse at the end. Trying to squeeze it in between a boat coming in and some people walking down and wanting to get out to go out there fishing. I timed it as a 60-second exposure, but I had to cut it a little bit short at about 45 seconds, 45 seconds. But during the time I was exposing, the sun broke through, so it's actually blown the highlights out. So I'm going to stick in an ND Grad as well as my 10-stop filter to try to counter that. Just thinking that the 1 minute exposure is a little bit underexposed, so I'm going to try for 1.5 minutes, see if it brings out a bit more detail. So I've got to wait now for this boat to come past, because that's going to spoil the simplicity of the scene. Last time I was here was early in the morning. It was a beautiful morning actually, and but it was really windy, and I actually lost the wind muff off of my camera, and it flew out into the sea over there somewhere, and I couldn't recover it. I've made sure it's secure, but it's not as windy today. I'm kind of thinking this is going to be one shot here to right now, and then I might see if I can find something else to shoot. Okay, I'm trying the long exposure. Got 2-stop hard-edged ND gradding to hold the sky back a bit. I've got a 10-stop ND filter in, shooting 16 to 35 lens at 35mm. There are some people moving around out on Breakwater Head, so they're going to be blurry. They'll probably have to be cloned out, but I'm hoping this one will work. Yeah, okay. So that shot, 35mm, f/16, ISO on the low 1 setting, 2-stop hard-edged ND grad to hold the sky back, and a 10-stop ND filter to slow everything down, a 90-second exposure. That looks pretty nice. Okay, that place is just too busy, just too many people about, lots of people fishing there. I did actually ask one of the guys there that was fishing if he caught a lot there, and he said yes, there's lots of fish around, catches and then eats them, catches them today, cooks them up tonight, which, if you like fish, I guess is nice. But there's just too many people around. I had got this kind of thought of doing some ultra long exposure work there, you know, maybe 5-6 minute exposures, but I was lucky to squeeze in a 90-second exposure without either a boat coming in or some people, you know, coming and wanting to get into the shot or into the area where I was shooting. So hopefully I've got one image from there, and I'm just now deciding if I'm going to try and get something else or if I'm going to call it a day. Okay, if people are a problem in the scene, one of the things you can always consider doing is making them part of the solution, making them part of the composition. There's people out on Breakwater Head, there's people out on the actual breakwater part, which is almost kind of at water level. I've got 70 to 200 on, 70mm landscape orientation, and I've got the people on the breakwater on the right hand side, Breakwater Head on the left hand side, and then there's a load of sun coming in from the dark clouds up above, and it's actually creating some rays which might actually come out and look quite nice. Very contrasty, but even so I can still get a good exposure. f/11 1/250th of a second at ISO 64. That might look quite interesting. It's not what I came here to do, but it might look quite nice. Fishing boat coming in, surrounded by gulls. I'm going to try and get a shot of it, but it'll have to be quick. I'm not sure if that worked or not. I think the fishing boat might be sharp, the gulls might be a bit blurry, but it might work. A different kind of image. Definitely clouding over quite a lot. Out that way, you can probably see where the sun is coming down. That's where the sun is going to be setting, and I think it's basically a lot of thick cloud there, so I don't think we're going to get any sun through at sunset. Okay, so today's video didn't really have a particular theme when I came out. Well, it kind of. I was going to be about doing some really long exposure minimalist stuff again, but that didn't work out. So actually the theme for today's video is about planning and adapting, because I came out with a plan. The plan was to shoot some 4, 5, 6, I was even toying with the idea of like an 8 or 9 or 10 minute exposure at Breakwater Head, really blurring the sea, blurring the clouds. Just wasn't possible. I struggled to get in a 1.5 minute exposure before somebody wanted to get out onto the breakwater or a boat came in, so it just didn't work out. Now I could have given up and gone home. I did manage one long exposure, which hopefully will have worked, but I could have given up after that and gone home. Instead, I adapted. I had a little walk around, see what else I could see, and I hope I've got an image very different to what I intended, but actually turning the problem into a bit of a solution and creating an image which I otherwise wouldn't have got. And I might have another one as well. We shall see. I'm going to wrap this one up now. I'm not going to stay here till sunset. I might go off somewhere else and wait and see what happens, and if we end up with a nice sunset, then I'll carry the video on, but my suspicion is it's just going to go flat. And if it is, I'm not going to make you hang around and wait with me to see what happens. So if you're seeing this bit, it means that sunset was no good. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, thumbs up on the like button would be much appreciated. Share on social media, also much appreciated. And don't forget about the subscribe button if you're not already a subscriber. I'd love to hear from you. Let me know what you think. And as always, I really appreciate you taking the time to watch. So thank you very much. And until the next video, bye.